Next question. How it is you think women should approach their men in times of conflict? Look, when there is argument or when he is angry or when you're discussing something and it goes wrong, remain silent. This is the first thing I would say. Don't try to solve it right there at the moment. You had an argument. You spoke about things. Okay, it finished somehow. You're now not talking to each other. You want to solve the issue. So you take your time for yourself. You try to think it through with the intent to reconcile. You don't look at the problem by trying to prove yourself right or prove him wrong. And you take your time. You think about why you are with this man in the first place. Because most of the time, when there is an argument, you have a flashback of all the bad things that this man does to you or did to you in the past. And you totally forget about the good things that this man does or did to you. Even when you go to your parents, you don't go to your parents and say, my husband did this for me. We went to this place. We had this, we had that. No, you go with only the bad things, with the complaints. And this is not just. Everything is solvable. Try to put his needs above your needs. And when everything is okay, you can present this idea to him that you will always try to put his needs above yours. And he can also do the same to you. Put your needs above his. And in this way, you will be able to have a better relationship together. Even when you have conflicts, because conflicts and arguments are natural. It is not a sign of a bad relationship. Anyone who is in a relationship, anyone who's been in a relationship will tell you that. And the health of your relationship depends on how you handle these arguments. The main thing is, try to remain silent when there is tension in the air. Don't argue a lot. Don't try to extend the argument when there is tension. Delay the discussion. Try to not involve your ego during this argument or when you are trying to solve it later on. And the next thing is have his interests above yours and tell him to do that when things calm down, for sure, not at that time, at that moment. And keep what's happening in the house, within the house. Don't share with your parents, with your best friends, what's happening between you and your partner, because this only deteriorates your relationship and it opens the door for the devil to enter between both of you. And lastly, when you have an argument, don't be ungrateful. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he said that I was shown the hellfire and most of it was women. Ungrateful women. And then he was asked, ungrateful to God, to Allah? He said, no. Ungrateful to their husband. He said that some women are ungrateful. Even if you were to treat one of them good for a lifetime, and then she were to see one undesirable thing in you, she would say, I have never seen any good thing from you. Reported by Al-Bukhari and Muslim. So it is hadith sahih.